Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another meal prep video for you guys, but like I said in my grocery haul, this meal prep video isn't really gonna have any new recipes or anything like that in there because I am just getting back from vacation, so I'm basically kind of winging this meal prep. I'm just making things that I've already made before. I know that my family likes them, and then one recipe I'm just going to kind of wing it and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, this meal prep is going to be a little bit more on the wing it kind of side, to be honest with you, because I didn't take any time at all to look for new recipes to try or anything like that. So don't really look for a how did it taste video after this meal prep video, to be honest with you. But a little bit about myself and a little bit about my husband. We are both full-time working parents, so meal prepping is pretty essential for us. So that way we have nice, healthy foods that we can eat when we have to work that day and basically through the week when we're busy. So that is why I meal prep. You know, for one, it saves time, and for two, it really saves money, because if not, to be honest with you, we'd probably go out to eat more than what we do. Also, when it comes to vegetables, we do eat a lot of vegetables and stuff in our diet. I just don't do a ton of vegetables in my meal preps anymore because I'm really finding out that I like to do the vegetables fresh, and I think that they taste better fresh. So that's why when you see me do my meal preps and stuff, there isn't a ton of vegetables involved. Yes, we eat a ton of vegetables, to be honest with you, every single day. But I do cook the vegetables fresh, and I feel like doing the vegetables and the side dishes and stuff like that, that's the easy part. The harder part's doing the main dishes, in my own personal opinion. But enough chit chat, let's jump right into the kitchen and let's get started. Make some spinach egg bites. Spinach and cheese egg bites, I guess I should say. So I'm just gonna take 8 eggs and put them in this bowl. All right, then I'm gonna throw a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream in there. You can do a 1/4 cup, you could do a 1/3 cup, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to keep my fat intake a little bit less. I don't really eat breakfast anyway, so these are more for my husband's breakfast or the boys. Celine probably, I don't know if Celine will eat them or not. I am gonna throw some salt and pepper in here. I'm also gonna throw in some spinach as well as some cheese, and then we're just gonna whisk, whisk, whisk. I'm not gonna do a ton of cheese. I'm just gonna do enough to flavor it a little bit. And I'm just gonna whisk all this together and make sure all the egg yolks are broken up, and then we'll be ready to put it in our muffin pan. All right, so I have my muffin tin here. I am gonna spray it with this. I know this isn't really that great for keto. However, I'm trying to get through the rest of this bottle because Costco now has an avocado spray, which that is what I'm going to be purchasing after this is gone because I don't want to waste. So even though it's not as healthy, I still can't waste, y'all. I just can't. But I'm just gonna spray these. Now I'm just gonna pour our mixture into our muffin tin. All right, so now I'm just gonna throw these in the oven at about 400 degrees and cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. All right, so our spinach and cheese egg muffins are done and they look scrumptious. So I am just gonna let these cool and then I'm gonna put them away. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna make, Celine was craving some bagels, so we are going to be making bagels. And this recipe I'll have linked down below. These are the best bagels I've found so far. And they are by Peace, Love, and Low Carb. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna throw all the dry ingredients in here, and then I'm going to melt the mozzarella cheese and the cream cheese in this bowl. So let's start with the dry ingredients. So we're just gonna throw in here 2 cups of almond flour. One tablespoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Then I'm just gonna stir all this together and really get all those flavors incorporated amongst each other. Then I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm going to bring our small bowl over here. We are going to put 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese in here and 5 tablespoons of cream cheese. And just an FYI, my mozzarella cheese is a little bit frozen because I forgot to take it out of the freezer. But it'll do. It's called real life, y'all. So you want to talk about real life? I was washing this, and yeah. Struggle. The struggle is real, y'all. So we're gonna use 3 cups of this shredded cheese. All right, and then we're gonna do 5 tablespoons of cream cheese. All right, now I'm just going to microwave this until it's all melted and I can actually stir it together. So it's probably gonna take me a little longer because, yeah, you know, struggles. All right, so while I am melting the cheese and the cream cheese together, I'm gonna take just 1 of my eggs and I'm gonna put it in this bowl, and I'm gonna whisk it up so that way this can be kind of like our wash. That way when we go to put our everything seasoning on the bagel, it will stick because of the egg. All right, so it is nice and melted. I stirred in the cream cheese with it. So now I'm just going to pour it in with our dry mixture. And I'm just going to stir it up as much as I can, and then I'll slowly start adding in the egg. All right, so after that long process, we have our dough ball here, and I am going to do my best to turn this dough ball into 3 equal parts. Do they always come out equal? No, they do not. But we are going to try. And this is the best way that I found that I could possibly do this, so if you have a better way to do it, let me know in the comments. We are gonna start forming our bagels. I'll show you how I do that. And just a quick tip, if you get your hands wet, it is less likely that the dough is gonna stick to your hands. So it took me a little while to learn that. So basically,
I make it as easy for myself as I possibly can. I just turn it into a little bowl and I literally do that. And then I just try to form like a little bagel shape, just like that, because to me that is the easiest way to do it. Kind of looks like you're playing with your food, but it is what it is. Now we're just gonna baste our bagels with this egg wash right here, and I'm not gonna do all of them because Celine would rather have hers plain. She's not big on the everything seasoning. Now I'm just gonna put this everything seasoning on the bagels. So now I'm just gonna throw this in the oven and bake this at 425 degrees for around 12 to 14 minutes. So the bagels are done, and let me just tell you, they look delicious. So I'm gonna let these cool, and then I'll probably just put them in a baggie so that way they are ready to go for the week. So over here in this crock pot, I just have some chicken that I already prepared. This has been cooking for about 5 hours on high, so it was nice and tender. I shredded it up. Some of this will go towards a Mexican dish that I'm going to make with those peppers and onions, and then the rest of it I'll just leave so we can top with maybe our salads or whatnot. But that is what my plans are for that. I did season it with just a little bit of like garlic salt, but that was it. All right, y'all, so I have another dish that I'm going to make. Sorry about the noise. I have my Roomba running and my washing machine's running. Always multitasking around this house. But I already washed a red pepper and a green pepper, and then I'm also going to cut up probably half of this onion because I'm going to make kind of like a fajita, like a creamy fajita slash enchilada type dish. I don't know, I'm just kind of making it up because that's how I'm gonna roll. But I'm just gonna get these cut up into little slices and I'm gonna saute them in the pan. All right, so I have my pan ready. I'm just gonna throw some avocado oil in here. And just a little bit, just like that. And then I'm gonna saute the peppers and onions in there. Alright, so the vegetables have cooked down enough. So this is the chicken that I threw in my crock pot last night and I just shredded it up. And I am just going to use this chicken in this dish as well. Alright, so this is cream cheese. I'm just going to throw the rest of this cream cheese in here. This is probably maybe like 3/4 of a block of cream cheese, something like that. Then I'm gonna put in a half a can of this green chili enchilada sauce. I am gonna throw in there just a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic powder, chili powder, a little bit of cumin, a little bit of paprika, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I'm just gonna let all this cook together. Smells delicious. All right, y'all, so our mystery Mexican dish is done, and I put in way too much chicken, so I ended up having to use that entire jar of green enchilada sauce, and I had to put in like another half a block of cream cheese. Actually, it was probably a little bit more than that. And then I did add more seasoning. So all those seasonings you saw me put in, I went ahead and doubled that because that is a lot of chicken. That is a lot right there. Like that is going to last us for several days. So we are golden on that. But it is pretty much done. I am going to shut it off, let it cool, and throw this bad boy in the fridge. But I am gonna take a bite so I can let you guys know how this tasted at the end of this video.
All right, so the next thing I'm gonna prepare is nothing fancy. I just threw a pork loin in here, and I'm just going to throw a little bit of this and a little bit of that in there. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit of this avocado oil in here. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of bone broth. You can use beef, chicken, it really doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that in there. I am gonna throw in a little bit of this Valentina just for extra flavor. Some garlic. Just gonna throw in some pepper. I was gonna do regular sea salt, but I think I'm gonna use this garlic salt instead. And that's literally all I'm going to put in there. I'm just gonna throw the lid on that and let that cook on low for probably around maybe 8 hours. All right, so our pork roast is done. I already shredded it up. I'm just gonna let it cool and put it in the fridge. And again, it smells delicious as well. All right, so over here I have 2 pounds of ground beef that I already cooked up. I already drained it the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna start preparing the taco soup. All right, so we have our ground beef already cooked and prepared. Now I'm gonna throw in 32 ounces of this chicken bone broth, or 4 cups. I'm going to throw in 2 cans of Rotel. I'm gonna throw in some cream cheese. This is probably about a block and a half. And then yes, I'm cheating. I'm going to use 1 packet of this taco seasoning. It is healthier to make your own, but I don't have any made and I'm just getting back from vacation, so this is the route that I am taking. And then we are just going to let this simmer up and cook, and I'm gonna let that cream cheese just melt into there and get all these flavors just a-going. All right, the taco soup is done. It is delicious. I'm gonna shut it off and let it cool so I can put it away. So this concludes the meal prep for today. I truly hope that you guys found this video motivational and inspirational to meal prep for yourself and your family. It really truly does save time and money. I will have the bagel and the taco soup recipe in the description box below if you're interested. And just to give you a heads up, this dish here that I just happened to throw together turned out absolutely amazing. Sometimes those are the best dishes, when you just throw a bunch of stuff together and they turn out wonderful. But again, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And don't forget to go out there and make today even better than yesterday. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.